News Talk 820 WBAP now on FM at 93.3. Make it a preset. 800-288-WBAP is our number. 800-288-9227. Chris Crock Show on News Talk 820 WBAP. All right, so we're wrapping up a little bit here. We got the 10 worst cities to drive in the U.S. are revealed, and Dallas comes in at number 9, and Houston at number 4. We're number 9. We're number 9. Yay! There was somebody who disagreed with me on the merge, but didn't hang on. That's too bad. So can you imagine if when somebody is merging, I'm supposed to accommodate the person merging? I'm supposed to be a mind reader and know if they're accelerating as they come onto the highway or decelerating. I'm supposed to be looking over my shoulder or to the right of my shoulder behind me at them while I'm driving forward to see where they're coming at me, how they're coming at me. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm driving in the lane. I'm already there. You're trying to join me and I'm supposed to accommodate you? No. You're joining us. You don't get to pick what speed you go. We don't accommodate you. What is this crap? If you're a grandma going 40 because you're not going fast enough to merge, I'm supposed to slow down at 40? If you're a speed demon going 90, I'm supposed to speed up and go 90? No. And then imagine if they're dancing, they're pushing that pedal, going, they're going faster, they're going slow, they're trying to accommodate. And I'm on the other side here trying to accommodate, go slower or faster. Then we're dancing. You're going faster, I'm going faster, I'm going slower, you're going slow. No. I stare forward. I'm looking at where I'm heading in the direction of traffic. I'm going the speed I'm going, and you're joining me. You figure it out. Want me to hold your hand? Is that what you want me to hold your hand? Yeah? Would that make you feel better? Okay, let's see. What are the worst... I should say, what have you witnessed in your experiences with bad drivers in the Metroplex? And then we're going to get into Stormy Daniels, her testimony, and the Trump trial. I got some interesting news that just came out that's not good for the Democrats in the Trump trial in New York, the one that already ended with that Judge Arthur Engoron, that malformed cretin of a man who's totally biased and against Trump and everything. But first, we'll go to Zogo and Capel. You're on 820 AM and now 93.3 FM WBAP. Hey, Zogo.
Hey, Chris. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Well, what I was listening to you and all this driving and stuff.
Yeah.
I come from Europe, European country over there, Montenegro, whatever. And So I live in Italy for a while. I drive over there. Roads are really bad over there. I mean, you don't. Over there is really tough.
Yeah.
So when I came here, I flew to New York City, lived there a little bit, came down to Texas, and this Texas highways, roads. Yeah, that's probably the best in the world. I don't see that.
Really interesting.
I mean, it's so easy to drive, so easy to learn. The evidence is when people come here from other countries, they can go ahead and drive right away.
Mm-hmm.
Go learn, go drive, and you're gonna understand. Of course, you're gonna follow all these things, and then. Like, let's say you have a drivers that trying to learn, especially I always give it away. If somebody wants to come in, slowing down, this and that, like, okay, slow traffic, I'm always going to let them in and without madness, without any kind of thing, without, in New York, everybody's beeping.
Oh, I know.
Cursing you.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, it's a different world.
It is.
Understand. Up there is a narrow streets, older houses,
yes.
This and that. Too many people living, this and that. But over here, and then when they tell me, oh, like over here, you have ice sometimes on the road.
Yeah, ice. Yeah.
Look. They say, "Oh, I'm a good driver on ice." There is no good driver on ice. You just have to be, don't go on the street or be careful or whatever.
Yes.
You have to, that's how it is.
How about the idiots who have trucks and think they can go faster because they have a truck in the ice, when in fact their tires are rubber just like ours and they slide just like ours? I love those idiots. I watch them, and they go by faster, and then a lot of times you'll see them flying off the road ahead.
But they're really crazy. But you see them on a 40 limit, they drive in 60, and they're not slowing down. I mean, that's crazy. And I do agree with you totally. When you merging, you cannot be idiot. You either slow down or go faster. That's how it is.
So what you're saying, Zogo, is that you go the speed limit or whatever it is that you're going on the slow lane. If they're trying to merge with you, you don't speed up or slow down. It's their job to figure out whether they should speed up or slow down, right?
It's their job.
Exactly.
And then that's a no-brainer.
No. And then how about merging? Do you see these people when you're driving and then you're in the fast lane and then it says merge ahead in 1,000 feet or merge ahead in
you do have to think ahead of time what you're going to do. You cannot let's say I'm going in a fast lane and my exit is right there. I'm going to exit right now. How?
No, they do that anyways. You're right. You see them drive across three lanes like an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I'm just saying this, like the merge when the lane goes down one lane and it merges. Do you see these people merging about a quarter of a mile or an eighth of a mile ahead before the merge happens?
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't make a sense, really.
No, you're supposed to merge at the merge. And so people, and even when there's a crash up ahead and everybody's trying to move over for the crash, I go right up to where the cops are, where the crash is. I don't violate the scene or anything. I don't try to bother the cops. I'm not doing, but I get up right up before the scene. You slow down to about 10 miles an hour at that point. You're not hitting anybody. There's a cop car or a squad or a fire truck in front of you, but you pull up close to it, not ridiculously close. I'm talking maybe 2 car lengths or something, and then you get over there. People are getting in line.
Right,
what are they merging for? Like 8 blocks ahead of time. Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's crazy. And then before we finish talking, I want to just say a couple of words. The Carla on a morning program.
Yeah, Carla Marion.
She's a great addition.
She is
to that program, and I love to listen to. I'll listen to you guys all the time.
Thank you, Zogo. I appreciate you. And I looked up Montenegro to make sure where it is. You are right across the sea from, of course, Italy.
Italy,
and I mean, it looks. You have some deep, beautiful blue waters there.
Yeah. The summertime is beautiful over there.
Do you have?
I don't have a time to go there, but I have to. I have to. The reason I came here is because of work. I don't. Yeah. That's a. In those countries over there, economy is not.
Right.
People come. Out of there, they just. They would go on vacations.
Uh-huh.
It's nice, but everybody is just looking for job.
Yeah.
Like, let's say you look at the world. Last 100 years, everybody's moving west. So it has to be something. Something has to be really good in the West.
Do you have palm trees in do they have palm trees in Montenegro, or is it not warm enough there?
Well, some part.
It looks gorgeous in some areas.
No, some part do have it. I don't know if I think the most known they are, if you watch that movie 007,
yes.
Cabaret Royale,
yes.
I think that was filmed there.
Nice. Hey, do you like Trump?
Trump is the best for me. I love Trump.
Why am I not surprised? You come from other countries where there's issues that are not cool, not good. You come here for opportunity, and you see a man who loves his country like you love this country. You are the most important, precious asset we have in this country is legal immigrants who love this country and know this country and work hard. And the people like you who come here legally, lawfully, and love this country, love Trump. That is
so. Yeah. So look. When I came here because of probably most 100% is work because I don't have a work in my place. So when I come here, this is my stand. When I came here, I come from a it was a communist country, Yugoslavia, right?
Yeah.
So the way I look at it right now, I did not come here to change anything, the laws of this country,
right,
or change anything. First of all, I would not give anybody citizen unless you read Constitution and understand
correct,
Constitution. I would not let anybody vote,
right,
unless they understand voting system. Why should I vote for anybody if I don't understand who I'm voting for?
Right.
Doesn't make sense, really. The Constitution of this country is the main thing of the bone of this country is Constitution. So if you understand Constitution, how they made this Constitution, how the smart people before us, how do I have a freedom today over here? Because some smart people long time ago and after them, and today they voted for right things, for things that's right for this country and for not just this country, for all of the world.
Amen.
Because this country is a leader of the world,
Correct.
But you have to understand it's a fair leader. There's been empires before, but fair empire is this to me.
Zogo, I'm so happy to have met you over the phone on the radio, and I'm so grateful for your call. Keep calling. You're a great caller, sir, and you're a great American.
Thank you very much.
God bless you, brother. There he goes. You learn something new every day. Montenegro. We've all heard of it, but where the heck is it? It's right there, right across over by there on the Adriatic Sea. It's gorgeous, actually. Okay, but coming up next, speaking of Trump, the latest from the Stormy Daniels trial. It's crazy. We're going to talk about that next. There's lurid details. There are the whole theory of why they're even having this bogus case. Who do you believe in this, and what do you think it would take Trump doing for you to stop voting for him? All that coming up next on the Chris Crock Show on News Talk 820 WBAP, now on FM at 93.3. Craziness, y'all. We have the Stormy Daniels testimony continues tomorrow. We know what to expect. It's salacious. It's completely has nothing to do with the actual case. Finding out that the president told her to spank her with a magazine rolled up, supposedly. Finding out that the president uses Old Spice. Finding out that the president and you allegedly had sex in the missionary position. Finding out that he calls you honey bunch. Finding out that you claim you blacked out in the sex and then seem to hint as if he committed sexual assault, that he raped you. Has nothing to do with whether or not he paid money to help his campaign and instead counted as a legal expense. Has nothing to do with that. And so what's become more and more clear in the Stormy Daniels Donald Trump case here is all it is they know they're not going to get a guilty verdict, but they're going to try to drag it out in court so he can't campaign for weeks and make him look as bad as possible, humiliate him and embarrass him as bad as possible. That's all this is. And, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Who do you believe in this case? And what would it take Trump doing for you to stop voting for him? 800-288-WBAP is our number, 800-288-9227. I'm going to tell you right now, I love what my pastor and friend, Dr. Robert Jeffress, who's a very good friend of Donald J. Trump's for a long time now. He was in the Trump war room the night he won the election in 2016, in the 2016 election. And he's been a close friend of his for that year beforehand and ever since then, and he still is. And he says, you know what, Chris, this is exactly it, but I don't want to steal his line, so I'm going to give him credit for it. And that is, and by the way, First Baptist Dallas is not only my church home, it's also one of my sponsors. But he says, Chris, this isn't about who we would elect, putting somebody in office that we would use to be a Sunday school teacher. We're not saying Trump would be a Sunday school teacher. What we're doing is we're voting for his policies and for his leadership. And that's exactly why evangelicals 110% want him. This man represents us, backs us, cares about us, and this man votes our values. So the idea that Trump having sex with a stripper or whatever she is, porn star, whether it's true or not, doesn't matter to me. I don't care. Trying to humiliate him, it doesn't mean anything to me. I know who he is. I know what his policies are. And the American people, in the continued polling, it's outrageous how bad Biden is compared to Trump in the economic policies. And was life better when Trump was president or Biden? I mean, it's overwhelming. I don't need to defend any of this stuff. So this is all they can do is try to hurt him. This doesn't change my vote at all. It's obviously nakedly done to attack him and make him look bad, embarrass him, and keep him off the campaign trail. And I think it's backfiring. What do you think? Who do you believe in this whole Stormy Daniels Trump trial? And what would it take Trump doing to stop voting for him? 800-288-WBAP is our number. 800-288-9227. You know what it would take for me? For him to go back on his policies and switch his policies. He switches his policies, I won't vote for him. That's all there is to it. You know, it doesn't matter about this or that. This is a fake case, and the world knows it. Everybody knows it. The judge who threatened to toss him in jail over the gag order, Trump responded with a great little post on this. Give me liberty or give me death, he wrote in all caps message. It's a really bad feeling to have your constitutional right to free speech, such a big part of life in our country, so unfairly taken from you, especially when all the sleazebags, lowlifes, and grifters that you oppose are allowed to say absolutely anything they want. But everybody sees this. That's why they know how pathetic this is. It's hard to sit back and listen to lies and false statements be made against you, knowing that if you respond, even in the most modest fashion, you are told by a corrupt, highly conflicted judge that you will be put in prison, maybe for a long period of time. That's it. What these thugs are doing is an attack on the Republican Party and our once great nation itself. The First Amendment must stand free and strong, Trump said. Our Constitution is much more important than jail. It's not even close. I'll do that to sacrifice any day. Good. That's what we expect from him. All right, so who do you believe in this trial? And what would it take for Trump to stop doing? What would it take for Trump to do to stop voting for him, for you, to get you to stop voting for him? 800-288-WBAP is our number. 800-288-9227. The House GOP going after Michael Cohen, the supposed star witness in this case. Also, the Georgia trial is completely off the wheels. It's done. And I'll tell you about that, what the latest is on that story today with the Georgia case. And the New York case with Judge Arthur Engoron and the multi-$100 million, bail or whatever. That whole case is in jeopardy now, too, after what the judge, the total activist Judge Arthur Engoron, who he met with 3 weeks before the trial started. I'll tell you about that coming up next as well. That came out from NBC News tonight. 800-288-WBAP is our number. 800-288-9227 on News Talk 820 WBAP, now on FM at 93.3. Okay, this is quite stunning. A few things. I want to talk to you about... let me get this out real fast. Breaking news tonight. Judge Arthur Engoron, the one who ordered Trump to pay $454 million bail. Remember that? In that bogus case about real estate and overinflating the value, which is, as Mr. Wonderful Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank, he does not take political sides. He says he's a businessman. He fires any employee or any CEO that tries to do any left or right stuff. He doesn't do any of that. And he said that every single real estate mogul, every single real estate owner in Manhattan, everybody does this. You want to have your value of your house as high, or your real estate, commercial real estate as high as you can. And the bank, Deutsche Bank, decided what they would loan him for, and they did their own investigation. In fact, Deutsche Bank said there was no crime here. We're not a victim. It went great. Trump paid everything. There's no issues. So there is no crime. Anyways, this whole case is now in jeopardy. Watch this. And in the New York judicial investigating entity for the New York attorneys, New York State Rules of Judicial Conduct state that they're investigating him now, because here's what happened. A high-profile New York real estate lawyer who at one time got his law license suspended bumped into Judge Arthur Engoron 3 weeks before the decision to go with the whole. Wait, let me get this right. He met with Judge Arthur Engoron on the day of the decision to seek $434 million judgment. He had the ability to speak to him 3 weeks ago, he told NBC News during an on-camera interview with NBC New York on February 16th, the day the judge's decision was due. He says, I saw him in the corner of the courthouse. I told my client I need to go. Walked over. We started talking. I wanted him to know what I think and why. I really wanted him to get it right. So he was counseling the judge on the Trump case. No ex parte conversation concerning this matter occurred between Engoron and Bailey or any other person. The decision Justice Engoron issued February 16th was his alone, blah, 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 said a spokesperson for his office. But there's a problem. Bailey, who was very anti-Trump, by counseling him, violates some serious things. The New York State rules of judicial conduct state a judge shall not intake, permit, or consider ex parte communications or other communications made to the judge outside the presence of other parties or their lawyers of the parties, both sides. They do not allow an exception to attain the advice of a disinterested expert. There's no exceptions. So now the New York State Commission on Judicial Conduct is considering whether the rules of judicial conduct were violated, and that's a big deal. This is the Trump team says the code does not provide exception for this. Well, it was a small conversation. Or, well, it didn't really impact me. Or, well, it wasn't something that I or the judge found significant. No, the code is very clear. Several experts consulted by NBC News said the rules are meant only to prevent outside influence, but may also provide any appearance of outside influence. So one retired New York appellate judge says he has questions about this whole account, but in a case this consequential, if the allegation is true, it would have been prudent for Engoron not to disclose or interact with him. Excuse me. So this could blow the whole thing up. All right. So we'll see. We'll see about that. Second of all, the Georgia case has crumbled already because now Big Fannie Willis, Big Fannie is in big trouble. The Georgia state, what's the exact title of what they are? Here we go. The case is crumbling because the Georgia State Appeals Court is now considering removing her from the trial, period, and in fact giving this to a whole new DA. And if that happens, if it goes to a DA that's mildly conservative, or moderate, he or she's not going to prosecute it because there's no case. That's what's going to happen. This was one of the ones, too, that was supposedly look out for this one because he's in Fulton County, and if he gets convicted in Fulton County, they're going to vote to convict. It's 80 or 90% Democrat, whatever, 70% Democrat. I lived in Fulton County at one time. There's no chance of anybody winning a Fulton County race that's not a Democrat. But anyways, that is now being investigated by the state appeals court, and they are considering removing Big Fannie from the case, or they even can dismiss the case outright, just dismiss it. So Trump's attorneys have asked for a dismissal outright. They're also asking for Big Fannie to be taken off the case. And obviously she has no business being on the case anymore because she hired her guy that she was diddling, lied about it, and paid the guy that she was diddling all this money, enriched him. They traveled together on the money that she gave to. It's all corrupt. And sex, lies, and corruption. So look for them to either dismiss it outright or to assign it to a different DA. And chances are it's not going to go to a Democrat DA. It's going to go to a Republican DA. And in that case, it's over. Because they're going to say, I don't see a case here. I'm dismissed. So Big Fannie's crumbling. And now that leaves the case in New York where, as we're talking about with Stormy, who do you believe in this case? Do you believe Trump? Do you believe Stormy? Do you believe the prosecution, the defense, and what would it take for Trump doing to stop voting for him? 800-288-WBAP is our number, 800-288-9227. The House GOP now going after Michael Cohen, a, quote, convicted liar, obviously. Two congressional committee chairmen are once again referring Michael Cohen, the ex-Trump attorney, to the Justice Department for lying to Congress. He lied to them under oath, which is a crime. Of course, Justice won't do anything because they want to make sure he stays out of jail to prosecute Trump for doing nothing wrong. As Stormy Daniels was talking about all these lurid, inappropriate, having nothing to do with the case, sexual testimony, and speaking badly about Trump for no reason other than to make him look bad, it had nothing to do with the case. One of the jurors, a woman, had her hand down in her. She had her hand down in her face down in her hand. Like, oh, are you kidding? This is ridiculous. She was like, I can't believe I'm listening to this. What is this crap? That was her response, one of the jurors. So I think the hope I hold out for is twofold. Number one, this gets wrapped up fairly quickly, which they don't want it to, the Dems. And number two, that the judge by a margin of the jury by a margin of 2 or more jurors votes to acquit. And we might get lucky and see 5 or 6 out of 12 acquit. I just don't know. I know that it's 95% Democrat in that area, so the chances are very low. But you have to think, and some people are saying, holding on hope, saying there's two officers of the court on that jury. There's 2 attorneys, and that they would set this straight. But I'm telling you, we see woke leftist attorneys on fake news CNN and fake news MSNBC all the time saying how this is so serious. Oh my God, it's so serious. Oh, it's a crime, and they go off. It's like, so if one of those idiots is on the jury, they're gonna try to con the jury into saying why they're right and why this is a crime. But I can't see everyday folk, whether they're Democrats, moderates, liberals, or Republicans in that area. I still can't see them saying how this is a crime, other than saying I can't stand the man, he's horrible. Like, how could you put this man in jail? You would have to be De Niro, bat crap crazy leftist, you know what I'm saying, to say throw him in jail. Gosh, we're in a bad way. All right, coming up next, what thing on the menu, one big restaurant chain, something's on the menu that has just taken off because it's actually killing people. I mean, something on your menu shouldn't kill you if you're feeding it to people. Now, we need some help down here. I'll tell you about that next. All right, what's killing people that's on the menu? I mean, this is going to be a pretty heavy dish to knock you off. Take you out. Well, the culprit is at Panera Bread. I don't know. What can you think of what they would sell that would kill you? Mm-hmm. It's the drink. You're right, producer Garrett the second. Garrett number 2. Yes, it's the drink. Have you ever had that drink? Mm-hmm. Oh, he wouldn't be. He's a comedian, ladies and gentlemen. No, he's funny. He would not be standing here if he did. Okay, there you go. I like that. Okay, so charged lemonade is what it is. Charged lemonade. You know, if it says charged lemonade, do you think you should ask what that means? Wouldn't you say, what is that before you order it? Like, it's called charged lemonade. Charged. No, wait, do you know what that means? Charged lemonade? Would you have an idea? Producer Garrett, just on its face, you see charged lemonade on the menu. Would you know what that was, or would you ask? You would think some sort of caffeine dump. You would. And you're not just saying that because you heard about the story already. Don't lie to me. I did talk about it a few months ago. That's good, you're an astute listener. A family of Pennsylvania college student who had a pre-existing heart condition died after she had the drink, drinking a large charged lemonade. Dude, I'm not trying to be, I have compassion, but dude, come on. You have a heart condition and you're drinking a lemonade that's infused with crack, basically? And a large one? I'm not trying to be mean. She's deceased. It's terrible, but I'm just saying, come on. Isn't that a little buyer beware? This is why we can't have nice things. 800-288-WBAP is our number, 800-288-9227. A second lawsuit filed in December after the family of a disabled Florida man, 46 years old, who also died after drinking several, oh my gosh, the guy died after drinking several charged lemonades. Several! Come on! You know, I would not buy this drink. I would not want this drink, but I could see my son drinking it. He's an animal. He drinks like what are those ones? He used to do Monster, but he's graduated to like Blast or something. What are these crack drinks? You know what I'm saying? They're like $3 for one. He drinks some. My daughter will get them sometimes too, but she'll only do half. And she'll put a little thick cover over it, you know what I mean? So that she can still drink it tomorrow because it's expensive crack. A regular size charged lemonade, which is 20 ounces, has 260 milligrams of caffeine. I don't even know what that means. A large comes with a 30-ounce cup, has 390 milligrams. Whoa! Smacking your wrist for like you inject heroin in or something. Third lawsuit filed by another person, a 28-year-old from Rhode Island, who says the beverage left her with permanent heart injuries. Come on, guys. Do we really need to ban this? I mean, do we really? I mean, Panera put it on there and they took it up. We listened to more than 30,000 guests about what they wanted from Panera and are focusing on the next broad array of beverages. Okay, no, you listen to 30,000 complaints from people who are offended. He's like, I don't think they should take it off. I just think they could put a freaking, put a big warning on it. People will buy more of it. You know what I'm saying? You would be, you know what I mean? Put a warning on it. Yeah, put a skull and crossbones on the cup. Warning, death, warning, warning, warning. The phase out could happen in 2 weeks. Get your charged lemonades now before they're gone. You want to go buy caffeine? Go buy caffeine. This is your time. Hurry up, y'all. Can you look up how much does a Blast drink? Isn't it called Blast? There's like Monster Energy. Let's see. What is a Blast? How much? I think it's called Blast. My son gets that one now, I think. How many milligrams of caffeine in a Blast drink? Let's see. Here it is. Wait, is it called? I don't know what it's called. No, that's Mountain Dew. I don't know what it's called. Something else. BL something or BL. I don't know what it's called. Bang. Yeah, that's it. That's it. How many milligrams in a Bang? Yes, Bang. Okay, how many? 300 milligrams. Well, the large lemonade, charged lemonade, has 390. And my son gets what? The Blast? And how many? 300. It's almost the same. He's 20 years old. He's 21 now. Oh, he's 21. Oh, the boy's 21 now. Oh, he turned 21 in Japan. All we could do is FaceTime him. But we saw his host family. He's a really cool Japanese guy, and they're little ones, and they were at the birthday place. And you show your ID that it's your birthday, you get free birthday stuff. Even in Japan, y'all. Even in Tokyo. Rashid Rice arrested again. Well, no, he's not arrested, but he's a suspect in another crime. In like a few weeks, this guy is on fire for trying to hurt people. Allegedly, he's suspected in assault, injured a man downtown Dallas. 2:30 in the morning, he's out partying, huh? Yeah, you learned your lesson. You're so sorry. Oh, did you drive again that night? Oh, were you going 90 again? 100? No, I'm sorry, 120 in a 70? Oh, big boy, you big boy. He was at the Lit Lounge and Phil nightclub on North Harwood Street for reports of an assault, cops say. A man was taken to the hospital and non-life-threatening injuries, visible swelling on one side of his face. Rashid Rice, former blah, blah, blah star, SMU, etc., now a Kansas City chief, Super Bowl guy, thinks he can trash cars and hit people and hurt us and walk away with impunity. Now, investigation for this alleged assault. 2 civilians with knowledge of the incident told the news that, anyway, who knows? I don't know. We don't know. But, dude, you don't go out and party anymore. You're done. You want to go out and party? Good luck. You can get busted more. Whether you did something or not, they're going to blame you. Ottawa students, they're fighting for Palestine, but they don't know how to spell it. Macklemore, here we go. Ottawa students misspelled Palestine during encampment takeover. They spelled it Palestine, P-A-L-A, Palestine. Free Palestine! I don't know how to spell it. I can't find it on a map. Free it. I'm a jihadi. They incorrectly spelled it and spray painted on the University of Ottawa. These people are real smart. They is smart. They is very smart. Gosh. Okay. I'm not surprised they don't know how to spell it. I wouldn't be surprised when those kids walked out of high school in Madison, Wisconsin. When I was doing a talk show there for Iraq when the Iraq War was launched. They all walked out to protest, and they put "Books Not Bombs." So they walking by me. I did a live show from the Capitol there when they were marching there. I pulled like 6 of them aside and showed them a map. I said, "Hey, can you point to Iraq on the map here?" It didn't have any country names on it. They couldn't point to it. They were good, stupid, useful idiots. They don't know anything, but they walk out and they march against war. Useful idiots, just like these people right here. There you go.